Hello, my lovely ladies and gorgeous gentlemen. It is Tuesday night's chat. Uh, so I'll wait a couple of minutes for people to come in. Been sleeping all day. Beautiful weather though. If the wind would die down. But it was 69 today. Felt like, maybe 50 because of the wind. Actually, when I went to the store and came back, it was starting to drizzle, so it's going to be a rainy night. I think I'm going to have to plug my heater back in. Turn the volume down. Hello, Bayou. How are you? I did. Slept all day, but I did. I hear you. Yeah, I mean, right now it's 61, but it feels a little cooler. But I'm always cold these days. Did you see the eclipse last night? Or yesterday? Hey, Joe, how are you? But life's been grand, I guess. Yeah, same here, Joe. Hey, Jenny. Oh, cool. Yeah, we had a cloudy day, but we were still able to see it. It's actually pretty neat watching it. I made sure, I set my alarm for 3, went outside at the picnic table, watched it, and came back in. Because Lord knows I do not want to be out of my apartment these days. These neighbors are. All I want to do is stay in my apartment, mind my own damn business. But it's like they're not happy until everybody's involved in bullshit. Yeah, a lot of people were experiencing that, Jenny. Yeah, it was pretty nice to see here. I was shocked. The way the town was hyping everything up that we'd be busy as hell, with cars on the street. But there was a few celebrations, but it wasn't that bad. I just sat outside my apartment and had a clear vision of it. I can't remember. Did I say I was thinking about going on Wednesday nights, or did I say I was going to? I can't remember nothing. But I'm sorry, I'm chewing on ice, trying to get away from the Pepsi so much. I had fluid removed yesterday. They took 25 pounds of fluid off, and I lost another 5.5 pounds of body fat. So that's 20 pounds in approximately 3 months' time. Yeah, I don't remember either, Jenny. I figured they'll find me, or they'll see the replay, one or the other. I mean, I'm glad to be losing this weight, but it's a little scary how fast it's coming off. Then we call the wheelchair place. Now, I had my wheelchair repaired, but we were waiting. The cushion is done by another department. Anyhow, when I called them 2 weeks ago, they said they were looking for certain paperwork, but they found it in a pending file. Said, okay, how long is this going to take? They said about a week. I said, all right. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. Well, apparently they called my OT supervisor, said they needed the paper. They never got the fax, which is bullshit. So they refaxed it, and now they can't find it again. I feel like I am sitting on metal 24 hours a day. So my back's just constantly in pain now. I can't get comfortable unless I'm laying down in my recliner. So I've been laying down in my recliner and working on these. If I'm not sleeping, I can't seem to stay awake. But I was looking through some patterns. I'm not really finding any new patterns I'm interested in anymore. Like nothing's coming out that catches my eye. So, what's everybody else been up to? Wow, with all the conversation, we're going to be on for 10 hours. Yeah, that sorting and listing is, people don't understand that takes a lot of time. Even the sorting isn't that bad, it's the listing. I hate the listing because you got to make sure you do it right to get the value of the merchandise, or at least there's no misunderstandings. I hate listing. Almost got my bedroom done, so I'm going to probably a couple weeks. Me and my aide's going to take a crack at putting my bookshelf together. Get that up. It's been sitting in the closet for a year, over a year. Yeah, exactly, Jenny. It does take a long time for each listing because you don't want to rob them. You don't want to be robbed. That didn't sound good. And then I was reading an article. I think my CPAP machine's been recalled. So I have to figure that out when I get off of here. So if it is, I can call the medical place to get me another one. Because I haven't been sleeping well in the bed. So I've been sleeping in the recliner. And that's all because of my hip. But if I can roll onto my left side without too much pain, I can sleep pretty well. Yeah, I think mine's only like 4 years old. So I think I have another year to go. It's probably about 4 years. Trying to think what I'm going to do for my birthday. I'm going to do something, I just don't know what. Seeing if there's maybe some festivals going on or something. Because the middle of May, we start getting the better weather. Okay. Yeah, I had a burrito. Shouldn't have done that, but I did. It's the first fast food I had in like 2 weeks. And yeah, I shouldn't have done it. My stomach doesn't like that stuff very much anymore. So anybody got any plans for the summer or even spring? Guys, I feel like I'm losing you. Okay, we'll just have a staring contest. I'll give it 15 more minutes. And because honestly, I just don't want to sit here looking at the screen, trying to think of something to say. My life is so boring now, it's not like I can really um, come up with a plan when all you do is sleep pretty much the whole day. It's, well, I dreamt about total blackness. At 10 o'clock, I dreamt I was a queen. At noon, I dreamt like, I don't know, I beat a stranger down the road. Who knows? Hey, maid, how are you doing, sweetie? Yeah, I don't have any plans yet. I do want to make some plans, though. I am not going to stay stuck in this house with these nasty ass bitches that live around me all summer. I ain't doing it. I'm okay. I just had a procedure done yesterday, so I'm still a little tired. Because I know I can get grumpy, but these women in my building, oh my God, they just get nasty. It's almost like you're living in a freaking ghetto. I'm kind of getting pulled into shit that I have nothing to do with. I don't even see what's going on, and they're stopping me in the hallway. I'm like, I don't know nothing about it. And then I get the lowdown at how nasty someone was to someone else. Hey, Laura. Oh, that was nice, Laura. I thought living in, an apartment building with no kids, I would like much better. I rather have the noise of kids than the noise of these cackling hens. Yeah, I got two baby blankets to make. One's gender neutral and the other one's for a little boy. I think they're doing the boy's bedroom like in Jungle Book. So some blues, greens, grays, browns. So I'm trying to find the right variegated yarn to do that with. Exactly, and you got like six people that want to rule the hen house. Nobody rules me. I pay my own damn bills. They don't own me. Right, Jenny? Oh, nice. Now, are they the book like the cubes, Laura? I love my cube shells. Yeah, exactly, made. And I don't pay them for shit. You know what I mean? I'd rather have a kid knocking on my door. Can you read me a story? Not today. Come back tomorrow and then be done with it. Then these people bringing me into their damn arguments. And why you know what it is. is I backed away from all that shit. It was like, it's not worth it. I got too much shit on my plate. I don't need the extra stress. So I stay in my apartment. I don't even go out that much anymore. Well, it was winter time, but even now I won't even go out. And I don't know if they miss me bouncing shit off me and me getting pissy, but I just don't care anymore. I just don't care. And so I think they're just trying to drag me into shit to get a reaction. It's not going to happen. This is the only time in my life that I wish I would have bought a home. But I do like apartment life because I ain't got the worries. It's just, I see in Columbus, the amount of time I've lived here, I would have moved at the least 10 times by now. Because a neighbor irritates me, I move. I just get away from the situation. Just wasn't able to this time. Yeah, they make their furniture very versatile. Yeah, they sure do. It could be made. I'm so over it. You know, like I said, I got a lot on my plate. I don't need to deal with their pettiness. Something flew in my head, then flew right back out. Yeah, I mean, we all need to get out there and get that natural vitamin D. But I know once it's warmer out, if I go outside and sit at the picnic table, here comes 2 or 3 old biddies following me. And then I have to make an excuse to go to my apartment. Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard, Laura. Yeah. I would rather have a kid around me laughing at me than these old women. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm grumpy, but I'm just not. Like, if I get in an argument with someone, we let it, we avoid each other for a few weeks. Then after that, we treat each other with civility. We're not going to be best friends, but we treat each other with civility. At least I try to. And these women don't want to do that. Oh, your cats are precious. It does, Maid. I love you guys, but computer does not really take place a human interaction. If you know what I mean. It helps, but it doesn't take its place. Shoot, I've been in my apartment so long. During the winter, I started a new game, and I'm almost finished with the game completely on Facebook. Now, you know how those games go on forever. I'm almost at the end of it now. So that's how bored I've been. Yeah, so. Oh, you know what? With spring coming, probably at the beginning of next month, the carousel will be exploding with kids. Maybe I'll just go down there, sit at the picnic table, and watch the kids on the carousel. You know, maybe stop and get an ice cream. Yeah. You just want one of them activities that's kind of mindless, just to get the time to pass. And now my hands are locking up. Hey, Susan, how are you? So, and of course, I did a bunch of squares. I have some more sitting back here, but I didn't weave in my ends as I went. Now I'm regretting that decision. So I had to stop and start weaving in some ends because I don't want to have to do all that before I put them together. Hey, Rhonda, how are you? Yeah, I hear you, Susan. I hear you, darling. um, what, a different coloring book? I haven't done my coloring books in a while. Maybe I'll drag one of those up. I hear you. I have a couple of kids' coloring books when I really don't want to have to focus on an adult coloring book. Just something to do. Cheekies. See, what coloring books would be out now? Probably your summer ones with flowers and wagons and little farmhouses. And then you got the 4th of July coming up. I think tomorrow I'm going to clean out my front closet if I can get the energy up. Cool, Jenny. There you go, maid. Yeah. I don't do 4th of July parades or anything like that. I mean, I think the last time I really went and celebrated 4th of July, my kids were little. But I have been looking up some sewing tutorials of different ways to make like photo ID badges or little change purses, stuff like that. I got a lot of material that, well, like fat quarters. I got a lot that too pretty just to give away, so I want to do something with them. Trying to get this hand to stop cramping up. Can you guys tell me how I can go to bed feeling okay and I wake up in the morning with a sprained ankle? I don't understand it. It's been happening more often lately, but it hurts for a couple of days, then it's fine. And then maybe a week later, I'll do it again. No, I haven't made a charm bag. I'll have to look that up. Let me get my hand to quit cramping. I'll write that down. Yeah, I haven't heard of those. Osteoporosis, arthritis. That makes sense. I got every other freaking thing out there. Why not that too? When God decided what to put in my gene pool, he decided he was going to take all of my ancestors' bad genes and throw it into one body. God bless him, because he knows what he's doing. I don't understand it. Okay, charm bag. I turned that down. I just have to put it on do not disturb. There we go. All right. Let me finish writing this out. Charm bag. Yeah, it is odd because I've gotten every genetic thing that's in our line. Hey, Ray, how are you? I'm hanging in there, Ray. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well. Right? Exactly. Funny, but not funny. Yeah, we have Charles Mills Lake beside us. I mean, I could go out there one day and do some boat watching and stuff, but the way it is right now, I can't drive. Not right now. Um, I gotta get my legs a little stronger to do that because my reaction time sucks right now. Um, yeah, but Charles Mills is right down the road, probably about 5, 6 miles. Yeah, I think my next bone density is. I just had one, so I think it's like 3 years from now. I think going to the lake would be fun. That's true, Ray. Very true. Um, yeah, but I've been doing a lot of tutorials of like crafts that take no more than 30 minutes to do for a sale. Doing some research on new things for the channel. I'm just hoping I can get my energy built back up. That's the big thing right there. Just having the energy to do what I need to get done. I'm working on a shawl that a friend transcribed into from German to English. So I'm working on that. And I have my granny sweater blanket I'm working on for a while. Yeah. But I do want to do some small tutorials. I don't think I'll ever do anything large for a while. Um, I just don't think it's in the cards right now. And honestly, okay, don't get this statement wrong. I love the crochet community and I love to crochet. I'm just not all in. You know what I'm saying? I like to dabble in other things. I can't have a channel that's just crochet. It would drive me insane. Yeah, I'm getting ready for the fair now. Right, Susan? Exactly. I mean, I like to paint figurines. I like diamond painting, coloring, needlepoint, cross stitch. I like all of it. And I just can't have a channel that's just crochet. And for those that can do that, that's awesome. But I think that's where my channel kind of stops because nobody knows exactly what they're getting on my channel. It could be me going out shopping for groceries. It could be a craft, and then it could be, I don't know, a day out with my grandkids, or it's just not a straightforward channel. I know I got something here to help take away that. The muscles hurting. It just started acting up like 5 minutes before I came online. And my new neighbor that moved in, God bless her, she doesn't like eating alone. So we figure out what she wants to cook for the week. We split the food cost. She cooks it. And then sometimes we eat together and sometimes we eat separately, but she's always making sure I got some good food in me, which is great because then I don't have to force down a can of chicken soup or something. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff I started 2, 3 years ago. I got to get finished. But to be fair, I started getting sick about 2.5 years ago. Smirnoff and Vicks. Never heard of that. Yeah, because I hate to cook. I don't cook very well. So if she wants to cook, let her cook. The other night she made me some cabbage rolls. Oh my god, those were the best. I eat pretty healthy meals. Some of it she uses like a lot of oil. Not a lot, but But that's okay. It's good food. And to be honest with you, Laura, if I'm to scrap anything, it will be that blanket that I scrap. Um, and there are different reasons for that. Some projects we have in mind that just never come to fruition. And when you're sick, you just don't want to do the big projects anymore. It's very true, Jenny, very true. Like tonight, I went to Taco Bell because I was hungry. Big mistake there. But as soon as I got done eating, she brought over me some grilled chicken, fried taters, and some broccoli and cauliflower. Uh, It was good. I couldn't eat it all because I was already pretty much full. So I put it in a to go container. I'll have it for lunch tomorrow. Hey Cheryl, how have you been doing, hon? Oh, by the way, now that I can remember, as soon as I figure out how to do it, I'm closing down Rolling Through Life Facebook page. There hasn't been a post on there since Christmas, so yeah, same here, maid. Or I'm just so tired. Good, glad to hear it. Like today, I woke up at what time did I wake up? 10 o'clock, and I had my aide come in, my OT came in, my PT came in, and then my nurse came in, and then I fell asleep at 4. Got up at 6:30, ran to go get some food, ate, and then came on here. And I'm about ready to get back in the recliner and go to sleep again. That's all we can do, maid. Just do what we can do. Oh, I know, Susan. It was like 69 here, but it felt like 50 because of the wind. But I guess we're supposed to be getting rain for the next 3 days, and then it's going to start warming up considerably. You too, Ray. Thanks for coming in. You have a good night, hon. And weather like this is good sleeping weather too. But I have had my heater put away for a couple of days. Tonight I might have to turn it back on for a little bit. Holy cow, Jenny, that's a lot of sleep. What's up, Cheryl? I think that's a big thing. I think once the sun starts coming out and staying out, it's going to get much better. Oh, awesome, Cheryl. I'm glad to hear that. Well, I hope you do very well. I was hoping to do a bunch of festivals this year, but it's not in the cards. Maybe next year. We'll see. Right now, I'm concentrating on the fair. Oh, and my daughter's or my granddaughter's her first prom shawl. I'm making her a really nice um, shawl out of a number two, out of fine weight, and it's going to go with her dress. Yeah, especially when you got two massive things, you have to pick one. Yep. And who knows? Someone may see my stuff at the fair and want to buy it and get in contact with me. You never know. I just wish they would allow our, after the judging and stuff, allow us to put our business cards down by our projects. Someone was yet griping to me. Oh God, it was last week sometime. That you might as well go to Walmart and buy what you want because crocheted stuff has gotten so expensive. Or yeah, the end product's gotten so expensive. I said, well, first of all, yarn has went up. Second of all, you liberals want the minimum wage raised to 20, so why shouldn't mine be 20? And and I said, but my $20 is worth 50 years if it's taken care of properly. Walmart, you might keep a year if you're lucky, and then, but you'll pay twice. Here's what's the bigger thing is you'll pay twice the amount of what I'm charging for my stuff. You'll pay twice to an Amish person just because it has Amish, made by the Amish. But mine is much better quality. And those 50% of the quilts that's sold at Amish barn raising funds, whatever they do, are sewn on machines. They're not all homemade, hand sewed. Yeah, exactly, Jenny. I don't have to crochet. There's other things I'm interested in. And you can't crochet by machine like you can with knitting. It can't be done. That's one stitch at a time. I don't know if you guys remember Curious One, but she bought a baby hat from me, and she bragged to all her friends it was heirloom quality, that hat was to be passed down from oldest child to oldest child because it was so well made. Made me feel so good in my heart. But I did find the hat I'm going to do for the fair. Wait till y'all see it. If I could stay awake for one full day, it could get done. But my next big project, I want to paint a nativity set. To replace the one I have where poor baby Jesus, his head was broke off. When one of the kings head broke off, I said, I'll glue it, I'll fix it. But when baby Jesus' head came off, no, I gotta replace it. What other kind of stuff do you guys like to do? I'm actually trying to find some type of volunteer work to do. Nothing to do with crochet. Where I can get out of the house maybe once every other week, find something to do. Yay, Jenny, you'll like diamond painting. It's a very relaxing thing to do. Paint, make stitch markers, and backpack charms. Cool. Do you paint landscape or still life? I've always wanted to learn how to draw and paint, but I got so many other interests I just never took the time to learn. By the way, I'm getting all my paper stuff together because I'm pulling out what I truly love, but I'm going to be selling a big ass lot of papers for journaling and stuff for about $50. So if anybody's interested in that, I will hopefully next week have maybe where it's sitting on maybe the recliner and I can show you on camera what's there. But like I said, I want to go through it first because I still want to do a couple of journals I wanted to do, but it's got to be with stuff I really love, and I got to get rid of the excess. Landscape and abstract. Cool. I hear you, Rhonda. You're a lot like me. Once you get into something, you want all of it. You want every tool there is. And I've got to learn not to do that. I've got to learn like how to get maybe like a starter kit to see if I like the craft, and then just leave it at that, and then ascertain if it's something that I want to pick up or just do occasionally. Yeah. Now I've been really good. I haven't shopped. I mean, I get a few items I needed, but I haven't done any shopping in like a couple months, which is really good. I still got some gift cards for Joann's since Christmas. What I'm trying to do is wait for their spring and summer lines yarns to come out. Check the reviews on YouTube, and then go see them for myself. Then pick out a few things that I would like to use. But I can't believe I've held on to them this long. It's crazy. Beforehand, you could give me a gift certificate and it would be spent within the week. But I've saved a lot of money by not shopping. What else? I really do want to start my cross stitch because that's going to take a while to get finished. And I figured if I do 100 stitches a day, I can get it done maybe in 2 years' time. That's if I can do 100 a day. Right, Jenny? Yeah. I just can't overload myself like that again. Yep. Yeah, now I shop in my own house. Like I got that baby blanket to do, and I'm trying to figure out what yarns I had that I can put together that would make a cute blanket. I don't want to buy anymore, honestly. But I figured there's gift certificates. There's some stencils I want, like a pattern for a teddy bear. There's a couple other things too that I might use the gift cards on for. I've been trying to find a doll pattern for a vest. I found a couple, but nothing that I really want that would look cute. Because I wanted to be two-sided. I've seen this indoor planting station. Perfect for apartments. Went and looked up the price. I'm like, oh, holy hell, no way. They want $600 for 3 shelves with lights, and it looks like it's all PVC piping. I got to be able to make it cheaper than that. That just seems a little outrageous, $600. Then I thought, I'm going to save up and take a cruise. But the more I'm reading about cruises these days, maybe not. I know, right, Harold? Still living, though. Yep. Especially with the sun coming out longer. It's doing pretty good. So anybody else got any ideas for how I can use up this fabric? I put charm bag down because I think the craft world is oversaturated with not that you guys aren't making money out of it, that's great, but for me, project bags, stitch markers, and there's something else on that list that is just oversaturated with everybody trying to sell it. I kind of want to go in a different direction. So I'm thinking smaller stuff that I can make and possibly sell for, I don't know, 10 and below, maybe even $20 and below. I thought about crochet hook pouches, or not pouches, but where you got the slots. Then I thought you can go over on Amazon and get one for $7. So that seems a little redundant. So I'm still trying to figure stuff out. Well, you got some unusual pieces, Jenny. I bet you could sell some of those. I know, Harold. I was just talking about that last week. But I got to use up all that fabric. And I did get rid of some fabric to where, oh my gosh, I must have gave away 50 pounds of material at least. But the rest of what I have is cuts of material I love, or they're like 1 yard or less of down to fat quarters. Man, fat quarters have even gotten expensive. I'm like, I can remember picking them up for 99 cents. Now where they go for about $3.99. I think I seen them for $3.99. I was like, crazy. Yeah, exactly, Jenny. Yeah. Yours are more one of a kind, which which there's a market out there for that. But yeah, I've been now that Biden's got PayPal and Cash App and all that shit down to where you can only bring in $600 before you have to report it. It's like it's making it harder for us hobbyists to make a little bit of extra money. I guys, I don't know what to talk about. I think I talked about everything. Um, I gave a little bit of a health update. If you weren't here, I lost 25 pounds of fluid yesterday, and all in all, I lost another 5.5 pounds of body fat. So I count that good, maybe bad, maybe. Who knows? But I can't keep dropping it like that every other week. So if I drop another 5 pounds within 2 weeks, I will be discussing it with my doctor. But yeah, look, one of my nurses is pregnant. And I said, I beat you with the baby belly, but you beat me with reality. Oh, and then, of course, my organs were having a party last night. Oh, they're nasty. Ugh. I don't know what it is about the protein shakes, but those things are nasty. There's got to be a better way of getting protein in without drinking that. They got me wanting to drink all kinds of crap. Just give me a pill. It's true. They got me on every damn vitamin you could think of. Is there a protein vitamin? I'll start taking that. I gotta go down into the month and close out my P.O. box. Almost forgot about that. Oh. Yeah, that's due April 30th. I gotta go close it. Yeah, I'll talk to my doctor about it or my gastrologist and see what they suggest. But I'm kind of waiting for in 2 weeks to see if I still am dropping like this. Because as you can see, I'm starting to get that turkey neck pretty bad. I always wanted to get that back down to 130, but I never wanted to do it this quickly. And then my arms, if you look at my arms, it looks like maybe I lost over 200 pounds of fat because they just hang now. And it's like, it looks disgusting. It's a lot of times why I wear a sweater now, just to hide my arms. Yeah, I know it's vanity and you shouldn't be doing that, but it is what it is. Hey, Susan, how are you doing, sweetie? But I guess at 60 years old, I still got brown hair. That's a good thing. I mean, there's gray in there, but for the most part, it's brown. I'm doing okay, Susan. Thanks for the hearts. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Just real tired. I kind of hear myself slurring my words right now, or they're just very difficult to get out. I've been trying to find a book on Audible all day, something I might enjoy listening to, but I haven't found anything yet. Thank you. I might get one of V.C. Andrews' new book series. Because I got 2 credits, so I might get 2 of her books. I don't know. I gotta find time to go to my ex-pastor's house, talk to him. I was hoping by now it wouldn't be so wet outside because they don't have, a ramp in their house, and I understand that. To where we could sit outside and talk, but it keeps getting pushed back because it's just too cold. And I miss Elena. I got real close to that little girl. I kind of am, Jenny. It's usually like this the day after a procedure. I'm usually sleeping all day long. And it's not like I'm in pain or anything. I mean, there's a little bit of pain, but nothing that should make me tired. I think it's just the loss of all the fluid, and it puts my whole body in a tailspin. So for a couple of days, I'm like this. Then I'll have maybe 2 or 3 days, good days, to where I got energy. And then it's downhill from there till I go for the next training. Yeah, I try to stay awake as long as I can, because I swore I would never be one of them old people to sleep all damn day. But it just seems like that's what I'm turning into because I can't stay awake. Even my therapists and nurse and all, they got to sit in the old hard chair because I got the recliner with my blanket on, my pillow under my feet, my neck pillow on, just laying there, not budging, doing what they tell me to do, and that's it. And they expect that the day after a procedure. I at least try. What they're really concerned about is I had my walker in the house because he wanted me to start standing up with my walker. And I couldn't get my sense of balance correct without falling back down. Thank God my wheelchair was back at me because I could not stand up for nothing. You got that right. I think we'd be in the running, Jenny. Especially if I'm doing something that's not boring to me, but very silent, not very not very energy intensive, I guess. You don't really need the brain a whole lot because it's just something you know. Now, say that if I went out and doing some type of activity or whatever, I think I could stay awake because I'm having to focus. And people go, one person told me, well, you don't look tired like you say you are. It's because I'm doing something. When you're not doing something, your brain wants to sleep. I think that's really with anybody. It's not just me, it's anybody. And of course, we're in a world now, if you're not useful, you're thrown away. So, as we get older, we get tossed by the side. More things are important to other people to where we don't matter. So we sit here and we sleep. I'm finding that out a lot. One thing I gotta say is, when Mom lived here, I tried to get her to go on some road trips and stuff with me. I tried to keep her as active as I could. But new generation don't have time for us. What they don't realize, they're 20 years shy of being right exactly where I am. I love it when my aide comes in. She's 19, all bouncy and, getting the work done. And I sit back and think, God, I wish I had that kind of energy again. But it's also home is comfort, you know what I mean? We have our home where we're able to take care of ourselves. So we definitely don't want to go anywhere overnight to where, especially if you need other resources to take care of yourself. It's a lot of packing up to do, a lot of finagling necessary things. Imagine your wheelchair's 34 inches wide and you go somewhere and the bathroom door is 30 inches wide. So you got to find a way to get into the bathroom without killing yourself. That's why I don't go nowhere no more. It's just not worth the fall risk. Because I can't even get myself back up anymore. So I just try to make sure I'm home at night to where I have everything I need to be able to have a semi-normal life. So the days of adventures are pretty much gone because what we need is at home. If that makes any sense to anybody. I know that was a lot of jabbering for what? A 2-sentence thing. I think they should make all homes, and I mean all homes, to where the bathrooms have to be wide enough for wheelchairs. Because I don't care who you are, you buy a home and you never think about the time when an accident could happen or you just live the rest of your life in that home. And you could wind up in a wheelchair and need a walker and get through a doorway and you can't. So you have to make a wider doorway, which is going to cost you probably a couple $1,000s to have someone come in and do that. And God forbid it's a load-bearing wall, so other things have to be put in place. I think just they all should be a standard size. And believe me, I didn't think of this stuff when I was younger either. But it just makes sense. Especially just doorways. Just doorways. You don't even have to have like bathroom rails or anything like that. Because all that stuff can be installed. But when you're constructing a house, the doorways should be at least standard for people to be able to grow old in their home and not have such major expenses just to be able to live there. I don't know. But I went through that and all right, guys. It's 9:30. I'm gonna shut it down. It's almost like everybody's in the same mood I'm in. They don't feel like talking, which is okay. We go through it. So I'll be back next Tuesday. And Maybe I have a couple of rows of this granny's blanket done, sewed together so you can kind of get an idea what it looks like. But yeah, have a nice week. Don't do anything I wouldn't do or what I would do. Either one will get you in trouble. So you guys have a blessed night, and good night, Susan. I'm glad you got to come in too. So you guys have a blessed night and take care of yourselves, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.